Yeah, but when y'all say we know, no, you think you know.
You think you know.
You assume. And a lot of times the assumptions may be right, but a lot of times they could be wrong.
Do you feel disrespected if someone asks you the question?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if you're going to assume something, make sure you assume correct.
Absolutely. So Shaquille O'Neal was recently featured on the horribly named podcast It's Giving podcast. And it ended up actually being a fantastic conversation. I thought it was a great interview. Nevertheless, the brother was spitting gems and some things that I absolutely do not agree with. So I wanted to go over a couple of those things in the spirit of fair use. The first topic in conversation was in reference to his thoughts on dating single moms. Without further ado.
Okay, so then you have no problem dating women with children. Why do you think men say that they don't want to date women with children?
Who's men?
A lot of men say that.
I'm not a lot of men.
Touche.
I think another problem we have in this world is we value or devalue a person's opinions. Like, why do you care if a guy says he don't want to date a woman with children? Why do you care?
Because she might want to date that guy or the type of guy that guy represents. And if she has children, then it might kill her chances of getting the end result. That's why.
I don't. That's your opinion. That's your thing. I'm not going to try to fight you on it. We need to get back to where this is white. No, it's off-white. This is white. Not you say it's off-white, I say it's white. You don't agree with me, now I'm calling you stupid. Like, you say it's off-white, all right, we ain't got to agree, we move on. Like, the key word that people need to bring back into reality is respect. If a guy says he can't date a woman without children, I'm not going to disrespect him. Motherfuckers too. Like, hey, that's you. And I think we care too much. And I don't know why we care too much.
Now, Shaq's take on this is to just ignore other people's opinions, do whatever you want to do, which I find interesting because she asked a specific question about why do the majority of men think this way, and that's the way that he chose the answer. So I do not agree on the way that he chose to answer the question. I'd like for him to be a lot more direct to what she asked. And then number two, I can't stand his damn take. What do you mean? Although Shaq is willing to date single mothers, Shaq is rich as and just doesn't give a shit. Being in the top 0.0001% should not dictate how the majority of men within America or westernized culture should look to as a way to live. The majority of men, and especially men that are younger in age, still building themselves up, not have unlimited commas in their bank account, should think realistically about the additional mouths that they would have to feed or have to be responsible for when choosing what type of woman that they want to date. Men need a rubric, a rule book, playbook, a structure. They need something, because if not, they can become, without speaking to what could be the negative consequences. A general way of doing things or a playbook matters in all factors of life. A man without structure is a basketball player with no playbook. A basketball player with no coach or no playbook has no game plan. Every move has intentionality. It has purpose, and that may lead to a championship. Anyway, in the next portion of the conversation, Shaq addresses why men are scared of marriages.
A lot of men are afraid of marriage these days.
Because y'all got rules and y'all don't tell us.
What does that mean?
Y'all be making up rules.
What rules, Shaq?
All right, let me put you through a scenario.
Okay.
What's your name?
Anissa.
All right, we're talking.
Yeah.
I'll leave my phone right here.
Okay.
And Anissa says, "You're doing a good job, baby. I love you." Is that cheating? Yes or no? Don't think about it. You checking my phone, and Anissa, your friend, says, "You're doing a good job, baby. I love you." What? We're friends too, but you.
Oh, if you're friends.
Hold on. You didn't know that she has my number, or we're texting, and you see her, and it just pop up. She's sitting right there, and then pop up, "My God, baby, you're doing a good job. I love you." Is that cheating or not?
I think the baby in there is crazy. I think if it's the entire sentence without the baby, I could somewhat understand that, but the baby in there, yeah.
I don't, it depends on you.
Answer the question.
Yeah.
We're dating, and you text me, but she don't know that me and you have been texting. No, see,
I don't think that's cheating.
But
no, and the reason why, but let me tell you why.
Thank you. It's
because
not.
You can't control another person.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
And also,
no.
But the boundaries aspect of it, why is she calling you baby?
Thing
that's what's throwing me off. If she was just like, "You're doing a great job, I love you,"
we're friends.
That's fine.
Okay, you're doing a good job, I love you.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm
not pressed by that at all.
But you see her answer?
Yeah.
And that's how most of them think.
Yeah.
But I also
And
think
so-
that a lot
but
of
hold on. And then it's a word y'all made up, emotional cheating.
that's a
Before he gets into emotional cheating, he said something very powerful at the beginning. He said, men are scared of getting married because women just make up the rules, which is why I say men should absolutely always be the leader of their household. You're getting on bended knee. You're putting yourself up to potentially the consequence of the family court system. To get half your shit took and should this shit go awry. Meanwhile, there's no fault divorce. Meanwhile, there's a structure put into place which prioritizes her emotion over prioritizes your logic within a situation. So if you were to do the choosing, she needs to be accustomed and akin to your structure, your order, and trust in your degree of leadership. See, it's a two-party street. You have to be, as a man, moral, upstanding, high integrity, high value, all of these things that she sees within you from an action-oriented perspective for a long period of time, so that she knows that you're not lying, you're not faking the funk. But then also on the flip side of the coin, she is a peace bringer. She is an asset. She is deeply feminine. She is deeply supportive and inspirational to whatever type of trajectory that you are leading both of them on. Because if not, you allow the emotionality or the creation of new rules to live by to creep up into the relationship or the marriage, because they're emotional in nature, right? Like they're emotional. They're supposed to be wavy and topsy-turvy with their damn hormones and shit like that. But it is your job as a man to bring control, to bring structure, to lead through that.
How do you know my emotions? How do you know I'm just not
Talking about
playing with you
emotional
outside
cheating.
when I say I love you, I miss you?
then you're emotionally playing with her.
Okay, but what does that matter to you? You think I'm emotional cheating, which doesn't exist, by the way.
It does exist.
Does not.
If you are emotionally connected with another person and I don't know
How do you
about
know
it,
I'm emotionally connected with another person? How do you know? Just because you
well, you
read
wouldn't
something?
know, and that's the whole thing
That's my
about
point.
cheating, because there's no conversation about it. But if there's a woman or a man and they are with each other having intimate conversations or intimate experiences, that's
Experiences is a different thing, because in law enforcement, right? What's your name, my guy?
Kenny.
I can say right here on camera,
yeah,
as soon as I leave this, I'm going to break Kenny's jaw and throw him down the steps.
Yeah.
Right?
Insane.
Hold on, right?
yes.
But I can't be
Damn,
charged.
Kenny.
I said y'all got me saying it on camera. But until I make the overt act,
Yeah, you can't be
I cannot
charged.
be charged. So it doesn't matter what I say right
So
there.
you're saying because it can't be proved.
No, I ain't got nothing to prove. And
Yeah, but if you say you're going to do that to Kenny, Kenny has the right to feel disrespected. And a woman within a relationship, the best thing that she can bring to that man in a relationship is respect. Now, if she's getting hit up by anyone else other than a family member with a guy talking about, I love you, can't wait to see you again. I love you, can't wait to see you again. Albeit, I'll probably never know about it because I don't check a young woman's phone. But at the same time, that shit is disrespectful. I don't want not now one of your friends texting you no I love you shit. You in a relationship now. And them dudes is more than likely orbiting around her, trying to strike like a damn lion, trying to pounce on a gazelle in a damn forest. Ain't happening on my watch. I understand what you're saying, Shaq, but I disagree with you.
in order for me to be charged for conspiracy I got to actually do it, I have to make the overt act. Now, if I get up and go grab his shirt, I set it on tape, I'm getting sued, y'all gonna make a lot of money, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I'm doing this, but not doing the overt act of seeing the person secretly or doing that, it's not really cheating. Yeah, go ahead, ask me.
Yeah, it's not really cheating. I agree with him. But is it disrespectful that she's receiving I love you, baby text and not castigating this person out of their life? Then yeah, it is.
I have to.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So if you are in a relationship,
If you're in a
with Sarah,
relationship with Sarah,
and there is a man, and
I guess
she's
this
telling
is
another
Sarah.
man how much she loves him and how much she wants to be with him.
I wouldn't know that because I wouldn't check Sarah's phone. If I'm sitting here and Sarah's phone going, I'm not going to look because I know what I do.
Yeah, but what if you knew?
In my mind, I know what I do. She's not going nowhere because I fit all the boxes. So if her shit ring right now, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to just.
Because you're secure in who you are.
That's her phone. I don't need to look at it.
So do you
If
feel like
my
you're
phone-
not emasculated when they look through their woman's phone?
I do. Because, it's an old saying that goes true. If you look for something, you find it. But you need to know what you're looking at.
That's the truth,
The
because everything
context.
could be different in context.
You know what you're looking at. Just because you say I love you, don't mean you're in a relationship.
No,
with
I
us.
agree with that. I tell
my
all
point.
my people that I love them.
I appreciate the comments here in regards to being secure within herself. And that's the way I live my life, baby. I ain't checking through shit. I got too much value to create. What I look like checking on a chick's phone and asking her question, right? Like, that's that high school shit. I don't want to do that shit. And no more. It don't bring value to my business. It don't bring value to my life. But at the same junction, you got to choose a young lady with a Carfax report or a Hofax report that demonstrates that she ain't about that life. Her current respect to you in a relationship should not be anywhere close to doing things like that. If she's got a problem because you have an opinion regarding the single girl outfits that she continues to wear while you're now in a relationship, or you got a problem with the way that she demonstrates herself on social media, if you know that she's got a body count as long as the Nile, well, then you shouldn't be mad that you see texts like that within her phone, or that she keeps a team of orbiters around her waiting to strike, baby. Life is all about choices and decisions, and your choice as a man in choosing finding a fantastic purpose within your life is almost damn near as important as finding someone to wake up to each and every morning that brings an asset value within your life. Because even that, if you choose an incorrect woman, that's going to affect your bottom line. She's going to stress you out, and that's going to keep you away from the work. That's going to keep you from being creative. Nevertheless, the next portion of the conversation, they talk through a woman's intuition, and Shaq dismantles it.
But how you know I'm lying?
If you were my
Gotta-
guy, I would know when you're
No,
lying.
all that intuition. Your
What?
intuitions can be off.
No, I would know.
What?
Intuitions
Let me
can
tell
be
you.
off.
Let me tell you something about a woman. Okay, a
Here we go.
woman knows. We know one intuitively.
you know.
No, we know.
No,
we
you
know when
assume.
your breathing changes.
You
I'm
assume.
Yeah, it's some bullshit when women talk about this intuition shit and they ride off of it as if it's a way to make a strong decision within their life. Listen, now I'm not saying that there's not clairvoyant people, right? There's clairvoyant people that can take a situation, look at it in a quick second, and then based off of previous experiences can tell you what's either going to happen, or like the different players within the situation that or the environment that's going on. There's people that's like that. But far too often, a woman's intuition is clouded by the bullshit that they've experienced within their life, that they drag with them like baggage, tied to them by the waist, like an anchor that they can never let go. So the context of their intuition can often be seen as negative if they've been done dirty by a lot of men within their lives before.
telling you, there are so many little triggers, and we don't.
Watch this. My guy, I'm about to get it. You
Let's
assume
get it, Shaq.
off past traumas.
Hello.
If something happened in your last relationship, you bring it into the new relationship. If I'm taking you out every night and then all of a sudden I'm not taking you out and I'm moody, that don't mean I'm cheating on you.
No, but there is a pattern shift.
Yes, but you have to figure out why the pattern shift.
I agree.
Not assume. You have to figure it out.
Well,
you
I
have to
agree.
get factual evidence. Don't go.
Use
see, but
data.
hold on. When y'all
Logic.
think he's shifting, then y'all shift and everything shifts off.
No, I ask questions.
Rather than shifting each other back. If I shift and you go, huh? Oh, my last boyfriend used to do that. And then you shift, and then you got the attitude problem. You start talking about, oh, my last girl used to talk about. Now it's all off. That's why we need to get it, figure it out, be factual about it, and then bring it back. Oh, baby, you took me out to dinner all last week. How come we didn't go to dinner? Like, baby, I'm tired. I've been working out. I'm trying. Like, don't like. Oh,
That's fair.
Yeah, but y'all assume based off past.
Don't put me in y'all. Who is y'all? It ain't me.
W-O.
Here we go.
G-I-E.
I'm unique.
The Wogies.
Hello.
It ain't me. It is definitely not me.
Yeah, but when y'all say we know, no, you think you know.
You think you know.
You assume.
Talk
And
to
a lot of times the assumptions may be right, but
Yes.
a lot of times they could be wrong.
I mean, for me, I feel like intuitively, I will know that there's something going on, and then I will ask the question. So how do you feel if someone do you feel disrespected if someone
Yes, I
asks
do.
you the question?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because if you're going to assume something, make sure you assume correct.
Absolutely. And sometimes, let me tell you guys a dark art strategy. Sometimes people will purposefully assume incorrectly to throw you off your center, to shit test you, to confront you, put your back up against a wall in regards to something and make you sweat a little bit, to manipulate you, to get you off your square, to force you to react as opposed to respond intelligently within a situation. And that's why I always try to push stoicism to you guys, because stoicism is the art of keeping yourself with high degree of frame, keeping yourself on your square, keeping yourself in check. And the easier that you get pushed off of your square, or the easier that you result in the yelling and screaming, all of that shit, the easier that it is to control you. Now, getting back to the women's intuition conversation. Now, while I chastise it, studies have shown, and I'd be remiss not to at least talk about this and bringing this up, studies have shown that groups of women oftentimes can look at social cues a little bit better than groups of men. However, this is not a gender-specific thing without training. Men that train themselves and being able to understand social cues can get better at it. Now, the study that I'm talking about was out of the University of Cambridge, where from 90,000 people were shown different photographs of people's eyes. They were then asked to say what they thought the person's mood was. The results, women consistently outperform men. We don't know what makes women better at reading emotions. She says the more interesting questions are, why do people differ in their ability to read emotions? What are the processes that are occurring on a neurobiological level? And can the answers to these questions enlighten understanding of more complex psychological disorders? If I was to take a stab at the reason for this, I would say it tracks back to evolutionary biology. See, there was a period where the world was not as civilized, so it would be required for women to be close to or be married to a man for protection. For real protection. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video right here. Guys, what do you think about the conversation with Shaq? Leave me your comments down below. It's dope to see legends, sports legends like this going up on podcasts and having relationship-driven, gender dynamic discussions. It's dope to see the way that they think about things, whether or not you agree or disagree with them. Guys, I'll leave a link to the podcast down in the description box down below if you want to go check out the whole thing, as we only went over a couple of quick clips. Last but not least, guys, join my men's self-development community. Link to it down in the description box down below. I want you guys to go down up in there, see the things that are in store, beam up, and let's get active. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber, screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.